Here in the Fly Combinator, it's your boy Codehova. We're talking about pimping Swift, yo. And this video is going to continue talking about arrays, but we're going to do something with updating and sorting the values in an array. Alright, so we have here an array of strings of ATL artists. Alright, we got Future, we got Tip, we got Gucci, we got the Migos. So how do we update something? Alright, how do we update this array? I didn't add this on a previous video, but let me just get this out the way. So it's like we could also add into this value, we could add in the strings of another group by using the shorthand addition operator, and we're gonna add in something like outcast. All right. So if we do that, we're gonna, as you can see, that adds in. It pretty much combines this array with this array because they're both an array of strings. So, you know, outcast, and then we got Killer Mike. Okay. So if we look at it, we see Killer Mike down there. Cool. But what are we going to do? Because we know that Gucci, who is at index 2, because it's 0, 1, 2, this fool changed his name to Guwap. So how do we update that? Well, just to reiterate on finding, if let's say we had like hundreds of artists in this array, and after a week, man, you don't even, who knows? Someone else might have altered this array. So let's just be super safe, and let's say index of Gucci. All right. And then it's going to be ATL.index of, and we're going to be looking for Gucci. All right. So once we find that, we know that he's at index 2. So what we do to update Gucci to Guwap is we're going to say ATL, and then we're going to be index of Gucci. We're going to bang it so that we make sure this optional int value is made into an int. So we're going to change this to Guwap. All right. And once, what happens? Let's print it. Let's print ATL and see it on the console. See? We were able to change Gucci into Guwap by finding the index of Gucci, and then just like how we would call the value of Gucci. So if we said index of Gucci, this would print out Gucci. And then if we wanted to update that, we just use the assignment operator and make it equal into whatever we want. And that array of ATL, array of strings, is going to be updated from Gucci to Guwap. So that's how we update the elements in our array. So another thing that I just want to add before I end this and the videos on arrays for now is the ability to sort this. So as you can see right now, we have Future, Tip, Guwap, Migos, Outcast. There's something that we could do to easily sort them. So we just type out the value of the arrays, which is ATL, and then we just press sort. Boom. And once we do that, if we print it out, let's print out ATL. All right, now all the names are alphabetized because we were able to use this sort function, and then it's going to take all these strings and it's going to alphabetize them from A to Z. But what if we were trying to do it the opposite way? I believe we're going to either put in that character. We might have to do let's see, sorted. Not sure if it's that. All right. So this is when we're gonna use Google Foo, and what we're gonna do is Swift for array sort function. And how do we sort an array using sort? Well, I think we're going to try to sort by. So this is what you're going to have to do when you're dealing with developing. You're always going to, there might be a situation, you can't remember every damn thing about coding, man. So there's times when you just have to find out what you want to do. You're going to go to Google. You're going to look at the Apple's documentation. Sometimes you might look at other websites. But it's like, you're always going to have to understand on how to be able to look in the documentation. So, you see, there's all these different types of functions you could use on the array class of objects. You know, you could reverse them. Let's see what that does, right? So if we reverse, because we, okay, boom. So what this is going to do is we reversed it. So this is it in the order that we set it to be. And if we reverse it, it's going to just turn it upside down. All right. We could shuffle it. I'm not really sure what shuffle does, but we can find out. So shuffles the collection in place. So here is an example. We have names, and yeah, all the names just get jumbled up. But just to, excuse me. So just to get this shit done with, how do we reverse? By sorting it in the opposite. Okay, there we go. That's what I was trying to do. So it's going to be dot sorted by with the greater than symbol. Sorted by. Alright, thanks fam. Thank you documentation. You are the business. So let's just wait till this computer gets off his ass. Alright, there we go. So now it's in non-alphabetical order. Reverse alphabetical order. Tip, Outcast, Migos, Killer Mike. So that's arrays. That's arrays. We're definitely gonna talk about arrays down the line when we're going to iterate over them. Iterate, which means let's see. I know what it does, but I don't know what it means, right? I don't know how to say what it means, but iterate is to perform or utter repeatedly. So what we're gonna do after I talk about these collection types in Swift, there are dictionary, there's an array, there's a dictionary, there's a set. But you see, because there's multiple values in each of these collections, what we want to do is we're gonna want to be able to do. We're gonna iterate. We're gonna iterate, meaning so. With each item in the collection, we're going to want to do something with it. So we'll get back to arrays when we get to that part of pimping Swift. It's your boy Codehova. Let's get it rocking. Let's get it pimping. Let's get this bag. Let's get this paper. Let's learn this Swift. You dig?